We're joined now by the author of The Company of Demons, Michael Jordan. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Nancy.
And you were telling me a little bit about your book, but let's tell our viewers where you came up with the idea.
Oh, sure. I live in Cleveland, Ohio part of the year, but I'm not a Cleveland native. And when I first moved there, I was in a meeting, and there were photographs of old Cleveland up on the wall. And someone said, well, that's Kingsbury Run, where the torso murderer used to leave his victims. And I said, who's the torso murderer? And you say, oh my gosh, that led me to learn about the story of this notorious serial killer. He terrorized Cleveland for many years, would leave brutally dismembered bodies throughout the city, and the population was in an uproar. Yeah, it was terrifying. Elliot Ness finished his days with the Untouchables in Chicago, and then moved to Cleveland to take over the police department. And it fell to Elliot Ness to capture this killer. And the killer would taunt Ness and the police. He'd write to the newspapers about how inept Ness was and how the police were incompetent.
Oh my gosh.
And it really affected Elliot Ness quite badly. He began to drink heavily. His marriage fell apart, and he left town kind of under a cloud.
See, this is something I've never known about Elliot Ness.
It's a very sad last chapter to the man's life. And the torso murderer, never apprehended. So in my book, I asked the question, what if that notorious killer came back today for one final act of vengeance?
Okay, is that where you leave the book off?
Not quite. I set in modern day Cleveland, and I have my protagonist as a ne'er-do-well attorney with his own set of personal and professional troubles. And as he's trying to grapple and put his life back together, it turns out he has an odd family tie to the killer. And while he's trying to reconstruct things with his personal and professional relationships, the killer emerges in the background to stalk him and his family.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not a good day.
Oh my gosh. Now, so how long has this book actually been evolving?
To be candid, about 5 years. I really wanted to make sure it was a very nice book for people that people would enjoy. So I took it very seriously. I took writing courses at some of the colleges up north. I went to New York City for a lot of seminars and workshops with professional authors. I hired some editors to work with me and give me some guidance in shaping the book. And I read quite a bit too from other authors. Stephen King has a very fine book about how to write, on writing, and I used his book quite extensively. So a lot of work, and I think it's come up with a book I'm proud of.
Okay, and your first book?
First one, yeah.
Wow, and that's what inspired you to write it when you were back in Cleveland and you saw this, you just kind of grabbed you. Why?
Grabbed me. The fact that this person committed these heinous crimes and got away with it is just phenomenal. And so that led to the story. And a lot of people have read it, very much enjoyed it, and asked if there would be a sequel. I not intended there to be a sequel, Nancy, but my wife said she wants a sequel. There'll be a sequel.
She'll stand there and she'll make you write that book.
Exactly right.
So yes, feedback from your readers. I mean, the book hasn't been out that long now.
No, just under 2 months yet, and there's a lot of very good feedback from reviewers on all the sites, Goodreads, Amazon, Bookish First, and very high ratings and a lot of very nice compliments. That's gratifying for me because you sink your heart and soul into a project, and then when it's finally out to see that people do like it and they want to read more and they really enjoy it and refer it to their friends, that's meant a lot to me.
Now, and it's not self-published. You actually have a very well-known publisher.
Greenleaf Book Group out of Austin, Texas. Smaller group, but they've been very good. I'm very proud of the product. I think they did a nice job of the cover design. The type's well done. They have a nice promotional department that's gotten the book out there, so I'm very, very happy with that too.
And any book tours planned?
I've been doing some speaking down in the Florida area, Southwest Florida, and I've been going up to Cleveland, Ohio. I have 2 more planned in Cleveland. Next week I'm flying back up for, and I'm trying to work on some more of those, so we'll see where that leads.
So when are you planning the sequel?
Hope it's not another 5 years, let's say that.
Okay, well, I'll get through this one first, and it might take me that much time to settle down before I'm ready for the second one. So thank you so much for being here today,
It's been a pleasure.
And good luck with your book.
Thank you, Nancy.